Have you ever heard of shiny object syndrome? As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, I'm sure even if you haven't heard the phrase, you're pretty familiar with what exactly it looks like. And what it means is that when you hear an idea or when you get inspired to do something, you immediately drop what you're doing and rush after this new thing. And it's a problem in businesses all of the time. But in today's world, I actually think it's an even bigger problem than you might be thinking. Because right now, you're having to handle a lot of new things you've never faced before. You're having to adjust how you do your business. You're having to rethink your team members. You're having to redistribute work. And it can be really tempting to rush after the next hot new fad and then the next thing and the next thing, and to lose sight of where it is that you're ultimately going. One of the words that I've been using that you've probably heard around a lot is pivoting your business. But a pivot doesn't mean a 180. A pivot doesn't mean throw away your ideal client, throw away your processes, throw away your marketing and start new. That's a complete tear down and renovation. That's not what I'm expecting here. And it's certainly not what I think is going to be the pathway to success. It's getting really committed to your ideal client even more than ever, thinking through where they are right now, what they're facing, and making slight adjustments to how you work with them in order to serve them and to continue to thrive through this much more powerfully. So when you're thinking of that next bright, shiny thing, certainly there are some adjustments you need to make, but remember, you are selling to your same ideal client the same products that they know and love and trust you to sell them. It's just how you're doing things that has been slightly adapted, that you need to adapt to. So when you're thinking through what you're choosing to do in this moment, where your focus is, where your attention is, I want you to really hold yourself accountable for not throwing away the baby with the bathwater, so to speak, for not just discarding everything that's worked. I want you to hold yourself accountable for doing the same disciplines that you've always done, just better, just more adapted to our current society. So I had this cartoon made that I feel is really appropriate. So this is a goals cartoon I had made a couple years ago because I feel like this is kind of a lived experience that we all have, and I really think that's helpful right now. So this first image is an image of a person who has ideas. Like they have all these really interesting ideas. They're things that they would like to do or kind of have always thought about. And then the next image here is how we usually go about implementing our ideas. We just start making plans and forging forward, right? It's very entrepreneurial of us just to start running around everywhere. But what do you notice about this picture? What are you noticing about this picture? Our poor little person is hot and sweaty. Maybe you're interpreting those as tears, sad. They feel unfulfilled because why? Not one of their balls, their snowballs that they've been rolling, these ideas they've been developing, have made it across the finish line. Not one. They're working on 3 all at once. They're running back and forth to the idea pile to start touching other things. They're running back and forth between different ideas that they're trying to implement. And there is no clear focus. Their attention is everywhere. They're in a massive amount of action, a massive amount of activity, but no discernible achievement. Yes, the balls have all gone further. Those snowballs have all been rolled a little bit bigger. But there's not one snowball that made it across the goal line. That is an exhausting way to live, and it's a way that most of us live day to day. In today's world, it's even more dangerous to do this because you probably have less emotional reserves. You probably need to be even more focused about what you're doing, not less, right? More disciplined about what you're saying yes to, more disciplined about how you're investing in your business, more disciplined on all these things. You can't just be running around helter-skelter. All the footprints between the goals and the pile are wasted energy. Our energy that if you had focused it more intensely towards your goal, you would have been able to accomplish this. you would have been able to accomplish one sweeping activity over through the finish line. That's what I want you to think about in your business right now. Are you running around after every good idea, ditching process, ditching what's worked, reimagining your entire business, or are you rather taking a highly focused, very deliberate path towards your next best thing, and then the next one from there, and then the next one from there? I am a huge advocate for debunking the myth of multitasking. Multitasking, certainly you can do multiple things at multiple times, but there's no such thing as multi-goaling. It is a myth that you can try and accomplish and equally accomplish same goals all at once, multiple goals across the same timeline. During this time of COVID-19, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I want you to look back with pride on what you accomplished. I want you to look back and say, wow, in this moment in history, I made good decisions. I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, I tried a bunch of stuff and none of it worked. Don't be with the duck with the feet under the water, swimming, 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 swimming. I want you to really make a decision about what you want to do and execute to that decision. And I want you to stick with it. And I want you to watch the results flow in your business. I don't want you to be pouring tons of money and tons of effort down the drain, chasing a bunch of different things all at once. Be focused, be intentional, and get your business moving in the direction it can go. Yes, we all want to survive this, but we can thrive through it if we give ourselves permission to cut out the inessential things and to focus on the most important thing that you want to accomplish next in your business. So again, if you've loved what I've shared, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, share this video if you feel it'll be helpful with your friends, with your other business owners that you know, and by all means, stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned. I'll see you again soon.